Hey there.
This question is worth double, ladies and gentlemen. 300 big ones riding on this one, and here we go. Fellas, it's addressed to you, and this is it. Men! And you too, Charlie.
Thank you.
Let's say one day you and your wife go fishing together, and you each catch a fish that is all of 4 inches long. Okay? A few weeks later, you're telling some friends about the great fish you caught. Whose fish will have grown the most? Okay? Let's say that you've gone fishing, you and your wife. You both caught a fish that's 4 inches long. Weeks later, you're telling your friends about it. Whose fish will have grown the most in the intervening time? Think about it, fellas, and we'll come back in an intervening time and find out. Mitzi, what's Charlie going to say?
Well, I can hear him now. He'd say, you wouldn't believe it, but I caught Moby Dick. He was the one.
His fish would have grown the most.
Oh, so big.
Would yours still be 4 inches long, or would yours
Well,
grow
I'm
a
not
bit?
saying it would be 4 inches long. It might be 5.5, but
Yeah.
his would be.
His would be. Do that again. I love what your hair does
Yeah.
when you do that.
She's so attractive.
You look like a puppy. It looks like a little puppy, doesn't it?
That's like a lot of options.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's bring him on. Charlie, who's...
Bert, did you hear about the whale that I caught a couple of weeks ago?
That's the man. Who said it? Charlie, that is so close because she said yours would be Moby Dick in a few weeks.
And I want to harpoon her navel.
Right on the button. All right, you have a share of the pot. Henny, what's Jim going to say?
Oh, Jim's going to say his was enormous because he's already done that.
He's already done it?
It happened, and he did. And if he says anything else, he's lying.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. We'll put him to the test right now. Let's bring him on. Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Whose fish would have grown the most from 4 inches to whatever?
On a scale of 1 to 10, my fish, because Henny hates fish.
That's what she said. You're right.
She caught one lousy fish and threw it back and still has nightmares about it.
It made me cry. Look
Is
at
that
it.
right? But it's
Really.
still swimming around. It's okay. Don't worry. You have a share of the pot, too, Jim. Thank you. Joanne, how about Chuck?
Well, Chuck is quite the fisherman, and he loves to fish. He'd rather do that than anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, no, that's personal. Moving right along. He has kind of a tendency to exaggerate things. Like when we first had met each other, he said, you know, we've known each other 6 months, and it was like 2 weeks.
Right.
We've been married 6 months. You know, we've been married almost 2 years.
Right.
So he'd better say he's the one that exaggerates. I would say it had grown.
You would say it had grown?
Yes. No, not
He would say that it's
he
really...
would say it had grown.
Really a big one.
And he's going to be stretched out if he doesn't.
Yes, all right.
By them.
We'll fix that. Okay, shh. Now, don't give it away. Let's bring on Chuck. Okay, Chuck. Whose fish will have grown from 4 inches to enormous proportions over the intervening weeks?
I am what is called in the music business or entertainment business as a hype man. Mine is always bigger and better. And bigger.
That's what the lady said. You're absolutely right. And that means everybody was right. They all blamed it on the fellas. You split the pot 3 ways, ladies and gentlemen. That signal means our time is up. The blue section wins. We will come back in just a moment to find out how much they have won. Please come back with us, too, won't you? Our big winners for the day were the blue section. Mitzi and Charlie won $325. We had $1,000 for that, for a total of $1,325 for the blue section. Congratulations. Jim, you and Henny have something that we should know about. What is that?
Well, we've written a couple books. The last one was called What Are You Doing After the Orgy? And our newest one is called May I Sit on Your Helmet?
May I Sit on Your Helmet?
It's a provocative title.
We'll think about that, and while you're thinking about it, remember to tune us in the next time on Tattletales. Won't you? Bert Convy saying so long, everybody. See you then.
Bye.
He's gone to a lot of blanking trouble to look good. The least you could do is watch. Match Game, weekdays at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific, only on Game Show Network.